Hey guys, Dart289 here. Today I have the privilege of taking a look at the menu system on a 2020 S1000xr BMW. So I scoured YouTube and I didn't see any kind of videos going through the menu system, and I was a little disappointed. So I'm here taking a look at this one, and I would like to share what I found. So here, as you've been staring at for the last 30 seconds, we have the main menu. When you turn on the bike, you're going to see this, except this top might change. So the first thing you're going to want to see is that you can cycle through. So that's the gas tank. This one's a little low on fuel. Total miles on it. The trip odometer, and that says a 2 next to it. I've been told that number 1s have been all disabled, and that just makes us a little faster too. Average miles per gallon. Time riding. Average mile per hour. And I've been told that you have to sit every time that you drive the bike, the tires resync, but it loses the sync when you shut it off. So that's something to consider. If you can't rely on that just to turn it on in the garage and say, hey, I need to put tire pressure in. So that's not a thing. All right, moving on. And then 83 miles to empty tank, and we're back here. Okay, so that is everything on the home screen that you can change just off the bat. There's a couple of buttons you won't be able to see here, but on the fly, we can bring up our settings for how we want the suspension to react. And you can see that min on the other side. If you push and hold, oh, I can't do it while the engine is off. But you can change your preload from min to dynamic to max. I believe that's what you can do. Someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So that's the main menu. What else do we have? We can change our road conditions to dynamic, which is a little more sportier. Or we can change it to rain mode, which doesn't disable, I'm sorry. It reduces power and torque input in the lower gears, according to BMW. So that's pretty much it for the main screen here, as far as I'm aware so far. So we're going to go into the sub-menu. So we push down our menu key, and the first thing I'm going to go to is my vehicle. So right here we can see this thing is ice cold at 73 degrees. It tells you again the gas until empty, the current voltage, which I believe this bike has been sitting for a while. I'm surprised it still has that many volts while it's turned on. Okay, next one over. This is our onboard computer, so this is everything unless you reset it. And then this is the trip computer, which I believe you would reset for X amount of occasions. Tire pressures. I don't know why there's a whole screen just for this, but hey. And service due. So right now you know that the bike has only 342 miles on it. At 600 you have to take it back to the dealership and they change the tuning. So I'll go back here to the main menu. I'll bring that up because that's why the service light's on. So this is because it's cold, but once it's warmed up the red line comes up to here. But while you're driving it, because it's still under 600 miles, it'll redline you right about here at 8,000 or 9,000. And the bike will cut. And you're like, well, I didn't hit redline. What happened? You're still braking in the bike. Don't destroy it. So, okay, that's why we have a service light on, even though this is a brand new bike. So don't freak out about that. And if you're considering one, know that that is a thing. I have been eyeballing this sport mode here. This is pretty nice. And again, I didn't explain this. When the red bar is down so low because the bike is ice cold. As the bike warms up and you start going down the road, this does slowly move to where it's supposed to be. So in the middle here you can see current lean, which I've been told only works while you're moving. Then the max lean. So it records separately left and right max achieved lean. And then this is your dynamic traction control. I believe this percentile is how much it kicks in. And then your brake ABS. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I believe that's also the same deal. But the M/S2, somebody in the comments will have to inform me what that means. So going back, we have navigation. So I'm going to tilt the camera up a little. We do have the nav. But since we don't have the actual nav computer, it can't do nothing there. You can sync up your phone and control media on your phone while you're driving. So you don't even have to have the phone mount. You can answer a phone call or even make a phone call, I believe. And then you have all the other settings. So vehicle settings, right in. RDC. I forget what that means. Let's go in. Okay, I think this has something to do with the tires. I kind of forget what this is, but it'll warn you at a target pressure. And you have to set that up too, I believe. HSC. Hill System Control, I believe. Hill Assist. So you can set that to auto, manual, or off. Go back. There we go. The shift light. That's just an on-off right there. You can configure it right here. So because you are limited, and for whatever reason, this is as low as you can go. Oh. That's interesting. You can only go up to 65, and you can only go... Oh, you know why. I know why. Hold on a second. Let's go back out. End RPM. There we go. We have to turn this up first. So we can just crank that to the moon and set that. And we can go back to this, and you can set this wherever you want up here, up to 11,000 maxed out. So that's how that works. I'm going to go and return that setting real quick, because the bike is still in break-in. You can set the brightness, so there you can see that light came on up top. And it does get pretty bright. And again, I will set that back to where it was. And go back out. Frequency is set at 0, so it's solid. Set at 4. And 8. I guess 8 would get your attention quicker, but it was there. We'll leave it there. And that's all your settings for your shift light configuration. Now, Pro Riding Mode. I've been told that this is also disabled. Even though you can enable it, it doesn't actually enable until you do the run-in service or the break-in. So let's go in here and check this out, because this I thought to be the most interesting part, and I can't believe why nobody didn't make a video on this. So here we have engine, torque and throttle response. Optimum throttle response 1. Dynamic optimal throttle response, reduce torque and lower gear, so kind of like a rain mode. Gentle throttle response, medium torque. So maybe if you're a little hesitant about having the power, or you got somebody else driving it for you. And source rain. I guess this is just the full rain mode. So again, we're going to go back, and we're going to set it back there. Let's take a look next at the engine brake. So this one's maxed out automatically. Road maximum engine brake effect. There we go. Words. 1 down, average engine brake effect, so a little less noticeable. Minimum brake effect. And it doesn't look like you can actually turn it off, although, you know, you're making compression and stuff, so yeah, I imagine you couldn't actually turn it off anyway. Traction control. So this is here, so let's go straight to the max. Rain, maximum stability. So this thing is going to be looking for any kind of things stepping out. Then I guess a little less worried about it. High performance, dynamic, maximum performance. So I assume that means all the traction nannies are turned off. Can I just skip back? I can just skip back, so we're going to start doing that. Wheelie control. So, road, maximum stability, slight wheelie possible, optimum propulsion, high wheelie possible, maximum support. And I have been warned, if you use that setting, in the book, it tells you that you have to manually brake to keep it from toppling over on yourself. So, don't get too carried away. The ABS, let's check this out. We'll go right to 1. Oh, there's some interesting settings here. So I'm just going to flip through these quickly without... Can you read that? No, you can't. Let me get the camera a little closer. Sorry if this bothers anybody. Focus. Thank you. So we're just going to roll through these, and we'll let you guys make up your own commentary. Alright, and back. And then lastly, reset. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick video tutorial on the menu systems that you will see on the 2020 XR, I'm sorry, on the S1000xr BMW. Definitely drop a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There will be more to come. Hopefully we'll have some varied content in the future. And yeah, you'll see all kinds of stuff. Stick around. Until then, we'll see you. Take care.